My name is Eleanor and I am 72 years old. For the better part of the last decade, I believed my life had quieted into something like a permanent pause, a steady rhythm of days filled with solitude, memories, and the gentle routine of a retired widow. I lived alone in the cottage my late husband had built 50 years ago, nestled in the rolling hills of Vermont. The same walls that once echoed with laughter and whispered secrets now held only silence and shadows. After William passed away 11 years ago, the world seemed to lose its color. First, I tried to keep busy. I tended the garden, took walks in the woods, and kept up with my children and grandchildren through phone calls and letters. But as the years passed, the loneliness crept deeper, wrapping around me like a thick fog. The walls of the cottage felt smaller, the days longer. I convinced myself that this was the natural course of things, that the vibrant chapters of youth and middle age gave way to quiet acceptance in later years. I resigned to the idea that my time for joy, for surprises, had passed. I was simply a caretaker of memories, living in the echoes of a life once lived fully. But life, as I would come to learn, has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. It began one cool autumn afternoon. I was sitting on the porch, knitting a scarf for my granddaughter, when I noticed a figure struggling with a large canvas and an easel near the old barn down the lane. Curiosity nudged me outside, and as I approached, I saw a man, perhaps in his late 40s, battling the gusts of wind as he set up his painting supplies. He looked up, startled, and smiled. "Hello there. I'm sorry if I startled you." I introduced myself, and he told me his name was Jacob. "A traveling artist," he said, searching for inspiration in the peaceful countryside. Something about his presence felt light, almost like a fresh breeze in a still room. Over the coming days, I found myself watching Jacob from a distance, intrigued by the way he captured the play of light on the hills and the delicate colors of the changing leaves. One afternoon, I gathered the courage to speak with him, and he invited me to sit beside him as he painted. Our conversations began simply, about the weather, the landscape, and his travels. But slowly we moved to deeper subjects. The meaning of art, the passage of time, and the spaces between loss and hope. He didn't rush me or expect anything. He listened with genuine interest when I spoke about William, about my children, and about the silence that sometimes felt too loud. For the first time in years I felt seen, not as an old woman fading away, but as a living, breathing soul still capable of feeling deeply. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky in shades of amber, Jacob asked if I would like to try painting with him. I hesitated, unsure if I had any talent left in my hands. But with his gentle encouragement, I took the brush and let it glide across the canvas. I didn't create a masterpiece, but I created something, my own small expression of beauty and emotion. And that small act stirred something in me. In the weeks that followed, painting became a ritual. I started to see the world through new eyes, each shadow and light a story, each breeze a song. My garden seemed more vibrant, the sky more vast, and my heart more open. Jacob and I spent many afternoons together, not in romance, but in companionship, a shared journey of rediscovery. He never asked for more than my friendship, and I never expected anything less. Slowly, I began to reconnect with my children more fully, inviting them to visit, sharing my new paintings, and opening my heart wider than I had allowed in years. I re-established old friendships, joined a local art group, and even exhibited my first small collection in the village library. The cottage, once a tomb of memories, transformed into a vibrant home filled with color and laughter once again. Through this unexpected friendship and my rediscovery of art, I found myself learning profound truths, that it's never too late to begin again, that joy can be found in the smallest moments, and that even after great loss, life can bloom anew. I am no longer just a caretaker of memories. I am a creator of new ones. And if my story has taught me anything, it is that the heart's capacity for renewal is limitless, no matter our age or past sorrows. Every day holds the possibility of a new beginning, if only we dare to open the door.